So right now we got Hurricane Helene barreling down the Florida coast. Here's a look of our backyard right now. We got the kayaks all strapped down, got big tow straps over the kayaks and the boats. But here is the backyard right now, and Hurricane Helene is pushing water into the canal area. We're getting hammered right now with the wind and water. So yeah, definitely. Right here you can see water coming in up into the canal. It's just pushing water into the canal system. So you can see where the water should have been. It should be under that dock. It's not. And at 9 a.m. high tide, right there, that little post looks like 9 a.m. high tide right there. And now Hurricane Helene has been pushing water up into the canal networks here in southwest Florida. And it's getting nasty. It's starting to get nasty. About 5 p.m. right now is our nasty kind of wind time. We're on the kind of dirty side of the storm. And yeah, you can see just like the chop coming off the top of the water. It is substantial wind, just pushing and pushing. It's actually supposed to be low tide soon. At 7 p.m. it's supposed to be low tide. Then after 7 p.m. we're going to have rising tide. And so if this continues to push like this and push water in while we have a rising tide, that is not good, obviously. So you can see, you can see the water starting to come in. It's just pushing and pushing in. It doesn't have any chance of just backing out. So that's kind of what it looks like. You can see I chained, that's a big royal palm. I chained the sailboat there. That's my daughter and I's Barbie sailboat. I haven't shared that with you, but eventually I guess I will, and I am sharing it with you now. But we're working on a Barbie themed sailboat. Something fun. There's my dog Roxy. Hey pups. Trying to get her to go to the bathroom before it gets much worse. It's messy. We got the truck in the front yard in case we need to leave for any reason. But yeah, you can just see the water is supposed to be below this. Like right now, around this time, the water should be like 2 to 3 feet. That's our concrete seawall, and it should be 2 to 3 feet below that at low tide. And we're almost at low tide, and yet we're this much higher. So if we get high tide, you can tell that obviously this is going to push in further, and it'll push in further towards the house. So keeping our fingers crossed, but you know, we're not the ones that you really have to worry about. You got to really worry about the ones up in the panhandle. The folks up in the panhandle are going to be in a world of hurt. So like the panhandle area north of Tampa, that area is just going to get beat up big time. You know, they're looking at 10 to 20 feet of surge. So I'm gonna upload a YouTube short here pretty soon, and I'll show you what it's doing along the coastline from actual real people. I'll upload a YouTube short and try to show you footage from real people along the coast. It's gonna get messy. It's gonna get really messy, I think. You know, this house flooded in Hurricane Ian, so we had pretty good experience with it. I actually just I think I heard a fish. That would be interesting. I swear I just heard a fish, like something jumped up here. It wouldn't surprise me if we started getting some fish coming in here. That would be interesting. Grab a fish, throw it on the grill. That would make for a really Florida video. Hey, thank you, Juan. Thank you, Juan. kind of bouncing back and forth between the house to try to, you know, keep on Wi-Fi for you guys. But I have a security camera up there, but it finally seemed to stop giving me footage. I don't know. It looks like maybe the antenna fell off. I don't know. But I was using the security camera for a while to show footage, but we had some nasty gusts of wind, and I think the antenna blew off. I don't know. It's a cellular one, and it's Wi-Fi, and it's cellular and it's solar camera, so it's good for, you know, things like this where you lose power. It allows you to keep tabs on the house. But yeah, it is. It's moved in already, some I can tell. I'm gonna quick let the dog back in here into the house. Go inside. So I built a solar power generator right before the storm. I'll share that video with you here pretty soon. And then I do have a generator plug on the side of the house if I need to. It looked like Brandon Jordan, Jiggin Jordan, it looked like he was going to be possibly helping out and bringing some generators and stuff to people. So I don't know, maybe after the storm, once we can assess where the damage is, maybe we'll go out and see if we can help some people. I mean, having gone through a hurricane ourselves and having our house flood, we kind of know, we know what's up. Whew. Oh man, look at it. It's just like white caps. This is usually like glass, and it's usually much like deeper. Like this is coming into the grass. You can see it is gnarly, totally gnarly. I'm gonna go trip the breaker for the boat lift and turn that off. I just remembered, I don't know if that got turned off, but we're gonna do it now. Don't need that on. So it is 5:23 Eastern Standard Time, Cape Coral, Lee County area, Florida. And yeah, 7 o'clock is supposed to be the peak low tide, and then it's gonna climb and we're gonna start having a rising tide. And when that happens, if this wind is still pushing in, or if we get any rain, that could get a little messy here. We could see this water start rapidly increasing and coming towards the house. I mean, you can see right there, that's the start of the lanai. During Hurricane Ian, the water pushed in, it came into the house right here, and then all this stuff just was like floating in here. There was actually waves hitting the side of the house, like up here. That's what Hurricane Ian did. And that was just that was almost 2 years ago. So almost 2 years ago, this house had water that would have been like up to there. So if it looks like it's gonna start creeping in, my plan is I'm gonna use Flex Seal tape, and I'm gonna put some 4mm plastic, and I'm gonna seal up the doors, because that's a big point of entry. And then I'm just gonna pray for the best. But that's the game plan, is to seal up the big points of entry, like the doors, with Flex Seal tape and really thick plastic. I gotta quick take a look at my security camera again and just see if I can see what may have happened. antenna is still up there, so I might be able to reconnect up to it and get some footage of it later on. Oh, I know, Robert, I know. It's just that stuff like damages paint and everything. Like, so I don't want to seal it up just yet. I still got some time based on how far it's coming in. But, you know, if it starts getting here or here, I'm going to seal it up, and then my daughter and I are probably going to end up hopping in the truck and we're going to leave this neighborhood. So if it starts, you know, creeping up here or looking like it's going to rapidly start coming in here, I'm going to quick seal up the back. It'll take me very little amount of time. And then I'm going to end up, we're going to end up leaving. I got the truck actually in the front yard where it's a little higher. So I got the truck ready to go. Yeah. No, we're not gonna leave yet, Sailor. It's okay. Not yet. So my friend and I, we both got big trucks, you know, taller trucks. So, you know, I got the truck right here, close to the door. We just hop in and we go. Not worried about what we take. I'm just obviously gonna take my daughter. My wife is over at her in-laws' place. She's watching their dog and stuff while they are on a cruise. So anyway, we'll go back outside here a second. See? Oh, you want to say hi, Sailor? You can say hi to YouTube. Is this fun or no? Well, she didn't have to go to school, but she's not too thrilled about it. It's this one. Oh, it's that one? It's both? It has moments of fun and moments of not fun. Okay. That's what she thinks. You gotta watch that door. Markers. So basically I'm staking the lawn every so often because this way I can learn for this kind of based on winds. So I'm kind of collecting data and seeing how fast it creeps in. I wasn't able to be here for Hurricane Ian. So for Hurricane Ian, when the house flooded, I wasn't able to be here, so I wasn't able to see and learn how fast it comes in. But our neighbors are actually home right now, and then yeah, if we need a holy that is serious wind. About blows you over. You can actually see it. It blew the guy's tarp off. It is. I guess over on the canal over here, my buddy said that a guy was swimming after his boat in the canal. His boat came off the lift. He didn't have the lift up high enough and it floated off. And he swam to it, got on it, started the boat and got it back on the lift. The guy was crazy. I mean, I would not want to be swimming in this. Yeah, so there is Hurricane Helene is currently off to the side of us in the Gulf. We're not going to get hit near as bad as the Panhandle. I'm not trying to, you know, downplay this, but I'm not trying to also make it sound like, oh my goodness, we're all going to die type thing. Like, we're in a better situation than the people up north. Okay, you're in Pasco in a camper. I would not want to be in a camper, really, but, you know, then again, if you have enough tree line and everything, maybe you're, you know, wind blocked a little bit. But yeah, I would not want to be in a camper. There was actually iROCKER, which was a big paddling event that was going to be in the Mariana, Florida, up in the Panhandle, and they had to all evacuate. So Trip Smith, the YouTuber, he's doing Rockadock up in the Panhandle in Mariana in Florida Cavern State Park, and they had to evacuate the area because it's going to be like a direct hit for them. So I was going to go up there. Yeah. Yeah. Good luck. God bless from Germany. Oh, my neighbors across the street are from Germany. So we're hopefully going to Europe, you know, in the next year or so. What part of Florida? So this is near Sanibel, Cape Coral, Fort Myers. We're in Cape Coral, South Cape Coral, in the Canal network area. Okay. Well, stay safe, Matrix. Definitely stay safe. I'm going to be posting YouTube shorts kind of showing what's going on along the coast. So I have a way of collecting real-time kind of footage from everyone along the coast, and basically I'm going to collect that and kind of try to show you what's going on as the storm progresses up the Gulf side of Florida. Hey, Mike. Yeah, come by on the scooter. Come hang out with us. Whew. Yeah, if you want to come hang out, Mike. I don't know if you're gonna ditch your family and stuff. Oh, Rand, are you? Okay, more the merrier. Right? You're gonna join too? We can have a big party here. Although, I mean, it just depends. After 7, it's gonna get interesting. After 7 p.m. is when it's gonna get interesting. You're in the middle of Georgia and you might, yeah, I know. In Georgia, you're probably going to experience an actual hurricane, which is crazy. I mean, I got friends over near Atlanta, Oxford, Tiny Boat Nation. They're based right out of Atlanta, Oxford area. They're going to get hit with a hurricane. So one of the things I did is I put a whole bunch of ground anchors in. So I strap a bunch of things to ground anchors. So that's one of the ways I kind of prep. I mean, I also use, go away. But like here I got a big ground anchor. Got a tow strap just for length. I got a tow strap over there. We got it. You're in Northeast Cape? Okay. Yeah, it's pretty windy, and especially for you too, because if you have bigger gaps between houses, you know, my house is shorter and smaller from being older, and there's the big taller houses that at least help break the wind a little bit for me. You know, because my house is older, I'm not as elevated. But the problem is, because I'm not as elevated, I flood easier. You know, if the water comes in, I mean, I'm gonna flood easier than the newer houses. But I gotta get like behind this door every once in a while because it's kind of a wind block for me. That, and I don't want one of these palm fronds to blow off and smack me, because that would probably kill me, especially at 40-50 mile an hour plus winds. Oh, you're down a pool screen? Ooh, that sucks. Del Prado, Hancock. Okay, yeah. It's picked up. It certainly has picked up. At around like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock is when I saw it starting to really pick up. And then now we're getting into the higher gust winds. It's definitely, I mean, this could throw some stuff. I mean, if there's any debris or so, it's gonna get thrown. Jeez. I can't believe they left their top on their, I can't believe they left their canopy on. But you know, that's a hard canopy to take down, it's huge. The other thing too is, look at that, that boat's about floating. Like, if the water goes up a little bit more, that boat could be floating. And then you got this one here, that's their top. This boat in the last tropical storm was backwards in the lift, and so all the water was filling up the bow, and it had no way of running out the back of the boat. And so it almost took out that whole lift and the boat. That was with the last tropical storm. They finally got it in the right way, and so hopefully, you know, hopefully they fare okay. I mean, we just sold our boat right before the storm. We just sold it. What's up, Peanut? Oh, you made me a snack? Oh my goodness. While I fight the hurricane and film it?
No, you can just have it.
I don't have two hands. Come inside for a bit?
Yeah, so you can eat.
Okay.
I made this for you because
While we're fighting the hurricane, my daughter decided to make me a snack, so I gotta make sure I get my Cheerios in.
you can also eat the cheese.
I also can have the cheese singles.
Yeah.
Okay, Kraft singles here. That's hurricane food, right? Ugh. She's making sure I'm well fed here, you know.
I just want to make sure you're hungry because you've been there for a long time.
Yeah.
Outside.
Yeah. Thank you. That's good.
Yeah. I gave you this one kind because it's violet and I think you like it more.
Thank you. Now I gotta go out there and fight more hurricane, huh? Whew. So anyway, I'll probably end up kicking out a YouTube short here pretty soon. It'll update you on kind of what's going on along the coast. Might do another live again here before the end of the day to give you another update on where we're at. But I'll let you guys go and stay tuned to the channel because I'll try to update you with whatever information I get. Whew. It is really kicking up. Whew. Yikes. Wow. Okay. So I'm gonna go and then I'll be back online probably later on this evening or afternoon and we'll see how much worse it gets. Also, I'll end up kicking out that YouTube short to you guys. So peace, later, bye.